Hello, how's it going today? My name is Davion Baker and I am one of the entering unit counselors for the Educational Opportunity Program here at California State University, Fresno. I want to be the first to welcome you to EOP and Fresno State as well. Today, we will be going over EOP's online pre-orientation webinar. In this webinar, we will be going over a little bit about EOP history, remediation, early start, GE, and EOP Fall Bridge, and much more. There will be a quiz at the end of this video, so you want to make sure you're paying attention because we will be quizzing you, y'all. We will be quizzing you. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road, all right? EOP webinar starting in 3, 2, 1. See you in a minute. And welcome to Fresno State Educational Opportunity Program First Time Freshman Online Webinar. Woo! That was a whole lot of words in there. But again, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to make sure I give you the information that you need to be successful. On this webinar, some of the things we're going to be going over, you're going to learn a little bit of information about EOP. You're going to learn some things about dog days, early start program, math and English remediation, general education requirements, Fall Bridge program, upcoming events, and you're going to have a quiz. So please, please pay attention to all the information that I'm going to be going over today. The quiz areas are going to be on dog days, your math and English remediation, general education, and upcoming events. A little bit about EOP history. EOP has a long, rich history of providing access and support services to first-generation, historically low-income, and underrepresented college students. For over 40 years, that's a long time, EOP students have attended Fresno State and graduated with the help of EOP counselors and peer mentors. And just a tidbit, we are approaching our 50th anniversary in just 2 years. So EOP has been doing a lot of great things for a very long time. The EOP program at Fresno State currently serves over 1,600 students. 8 EOP counselors, all first and second year students are assigned to an EOP counselor and a peer mentor. And just know this, I know a lot of us always ask, what about next year? Do I have to reapply to EOP next year? What happens if I leave and I come back? Am I still EOP? Once you apply to EOP and get accepted as EOP, you will forever be an EOP student. Regardless, if you leave and come back, it's a one-time application, okay? So always remember that. Dog days and early start programs. Make sure you are enrolled in at least 12 to 15 units for full-time status. Enroll in remediation courses if required. And the way you know if you have to do remediation courses is by taking the ELM or the EPT, Math and English Placement Tests. Depending on your score will determine if you have to complete remediation. But all students must complete early start courses. It is a university requirement. You must take care of this before starting in the fall. So remediation policy. You must complete math or English, remediation by the end of your second semester at Fresno State, which means spring 18. So say for example, you was in a remediation class in the fall and you didn't pass it. You still have another chance to get through your remediation and pass it and get credit by taking it in the spring. And the great thing about that is that first-time freshmen who are in the EOP program get early registration for their first semester in the program or in their college career. So there's a guaranteed chance that you should be able to get in a remediation course your second semester if you wasn't able to pass it your first. But let's try to pass it our first time. Get it out the way, guys. A little bit about English remediation. Like I said, the EPT, the English Placement Test, requires for a score of all freshmen passing score 147. If you did not get a 147 on this test, you will be required to complete English remediation. And just like in math, it's an entry-level math test required for all freshmen. If you didn't pass the score with a 50, then you must complete your math remediation. Sorry about that. All the remediations, English, math, sometimes get me a little mixed up. So just to break it down to you a little bit more about the English remediation, we have several options, I should say. The accelerated option is where you can take English 10, which you can complete it in one semester. And what that allows you to do is to complete your remediation and also get general education credit. We'll be going a little bit more about general education in just a few. The second option is you can do the English 5A and the English 5B. This will take 2 semesters to complete. The English 5A will give you your remediation credit, and the English 5B will give you your GE credit. It's almost like English 10 breaking up into 2 semesters. And then we have a third option, which is you take Linguistics 6, which is to teach you the fundamentals and the basics of writing and public speaking and strategies of English. And you go into the 5A and the 5B. This is a 3-semester option. But the great thing about this is that your Linguistics 6 will give you your remediation credit. Let's say you wanted to do Linguistics 6, the third option. You don't necessarily have to do the 5A or the 5B. You can feel confident and go right into English 10, okay? And we can go over more of that as you come in the fall and talk to your assigned counselor, okay? Math. So based off your scores will determine the breakdown on what classes you take, okay? If you score a 30 or below, you will have to do the Math 1RA and the Math 1RB option. It's almost like the English 5A to 5B, but the only difference is that you do not get general education credit for completing the 1RB. You will only get remediation credit. Now, if you scored a 32 between 40, you would do the Math 4R, or you can do the 1RB or the 1RA or the 1RB option. And then you go and take your Math GE Foundation class, which we'll go over in just a few. If you received a score in the 42s or 48, you would do Math 4R, okay? And then you would go into your Math GE for your dependent on your major, all right? And then if you score 50 plus, you can just go into your Math GE for your determined field or your major. Again, if you have any questions on any of this, feel free to email me or email me for any questions, or you can wait until the fall semester or when we do Connect Day to ask a lot of those questions that you may have. So let's break it down to GE with you and me. All right, so a little bit about GE. General education requirements are general courses that Fresno State offer that must be completed in order to fulfill your degree here at Fresno State. You may also know that some general education requirements, or GE patterns I should say, may be different than others. It all depends on your major. There are 4 different areas. You have foundation, breadth, and integration, and multicultural. International, sorry about that. And the foundation and breadth, they're all courses consisted of lower division. As you can see, let me get my thing going. You have the lower division courses numbered between 1 through 99. So anything from Area A, Area B, Area C, Area D, and Area E will consist of your lower division courses. And they're between 1 through 99. If you have a class between 1 through 99, you are technically in a lower division course. Now, a little bit about that. Some majors such as liberal studies and engineering may have some different GE patterns that they must follow. So this may not apply to you, I should say. But in the most parts, some courses that are lower division, that are required by your major. Say, for example, business. If you was a business major and you took your math, which is DS 71, and they have the requirement is DS 71 for their math, you can get credit for 2. So depending on your major in your field, you can get credit for 2 courses. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Some of the areas like foundation consist of your oral communication, your written communication. So oral is like your communication 3, 7, or 8. Your written communications is your English class, critical thinking class, and quantitative reasoning, which is your math. Your physical science consists of biology, chemistry, natural science, earth environmental science. What else? And then area C is your arts and humanities. That's the drama 62s, the language classes, the Spanishes. If you took Spanish and you got AP Spanish credit for it, you can possibly get credit for 6 units. You just have to let us know that you took Spanish, you passed, and then you can send those scores over and you should be good to get credit for 6 units in area C. And if you have more questions about that, feel free to email myself or wait till Connect Day to talk to your assigned counselor. Your area D is your social science. That's your histories, your political science, and then other classes such as agriculture, business, child and family studies, and so forth. And then your area E is your lifelong understanding and self-development classes. This is your Rec 80, your some more animal science, your drama 22s, dance, you name it. University 1, which is another great class to get acclimated to the university. Moving on to our upper division. Our upper division courses are numbered between 100 to 199. Students with 60 or more units or approaching 60 units can select from one course, each from IB, IC, ID, and MI. The only difference between lower division and upper division, one of the biggest differences, is that you cannot double count your upper division courses with your upper division major classes. You can't do it, okay? IB is your physical university, arts and humanities, ID is social political science, and MI is your multicultural international, okay? And then remember this, you cannot take this class or these courses until you have 60 or more, or that semester you will be approaching 60 units. So if you have 45 or 52 units and you next semester, going into that next semester, you'll be approaching 60, they can let you take those courses, okay? But you will not be able to take those courses unless you have 60 units or more, or you're approaching those 60 units. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, feel free to let me know. All right, a little bit about Fall Bridge. Fall Bridge is something that we're doing for the first time in EOP. It's a first semester program designed to assist EOP freshmen with the transition into Fresno State. Eligible first time are selected and required to participate in the Fall Bridge program, okay? You will automatically be enrolled in a learning community consisting of English 5A and Communication 3 courses, okay? Look, this is a great opportunity to build your family and to build your community. It's another opportunity to get college credit courses and to know who else is in the EOP program and to build relationships and friendships. And this is one of the reasons why we want to do that. So some of you guys, when you do have your dog days, may have 2 courses on your schedule automatically, meaning that you have been selected to be a part of Fall Bridge. It's an amazing opportunity. It's something that a lot of students love to be a part of, and I've seen a lot of more and more students want to be part of a learning community. And what a learning community is that you take a class with a group of kids, or a group of students, I should say. You take 2 classes where you have the same class, the same teacher, and y'all work together to improve the probability of passing that class. It's an amazing experience that a lot of students try to get involved in. Some of the benefits from the EOP Fall Bridge program includes guaranteed enrollment in English 5A course, which satisfies the English remediation requirement, guaranteed enrollment in a Communication 3 course, which satisfies general ed, supportive environment through a learning community of peers, extra support from peer mentors to enhance transition to college and increase academic success, and networking opportunities to develop connections with faculty, EOP counselors, peer mentors, and other peers. Like I said, it's an opportunity to build your family early, fast, and efficient. So if you are in Fall Bridge, be thankful because it's an amazing opportunity you don't want to not have or give away. Important notes and upcoming events. EOP survey will be sent out to you guys. It will be emailed to you after you attend Dog Days. Okay? Focus areas of the survey will be financial aid, Fall 2017 class schedule, and housing living arrangements. Okay? Please note that we will be reaching out to you after you complete the survey to make sure all these critical things are taken care of. If you have any questions in regards to these specific items, please feel free to email us or contact us at any time because we want to help you transition much smoothly here to Fresno State in the EOP program. Again, please make sure, if you have not done so already, please make sure you have registered for early start course. You must complete your early start requirement in order to come in the fall of 17. So please get into an early start course. I greatly appreciate that. Plan to attend EOP Connect Day, new student convocation on Monday, August 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration information will be emailed in early August. I know it seemed like a long day, but it's an amazing day. You get to see everybody who's in EOP, and you get to see all the incoming freshmen who will be starting alongside with you at Fresno State at our big new student convocation. It's a lot of food, a lot of fun, games, music. It's a extravaganza that you don't want to miss. I'm trying to tell you, you want to be there August 21st, okay? Check your Fresno State email account from here on out. We will be sending a lot of information to you guys regularly, so you want to make sure you are on your Fresno State email account on a regular. All right, take the quiz. The deadline to complete this quiz is June 15 by midnight. So we're going to give you some time to do so. So please, please, please be sure to complete your quiz. I hope you was paying attention. I tried to keep it as short and informative as possible so you can be prepared for the quiz and you know the information you need. Okay? You must complete this quiz to receive credit for this webinar. All right? And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at davionb@csufresno.edu. I will be working with you throughout these past 3 months, or these next 3 months, I should say, to help transition you into Fresno State, your new home. You are part of the EOP family. We are so thankful to have you. And I'm going to let my real self, not my virtual self, close out and say goodbye. So I hope you enjoyed the webinar. Take the quiz, complete it as soon as possible. And if you have any questions, holla at your boy, davionb@csufresno.edu. All right, that's my time. I'll see you in just a few. And that's going to do it, folks. I hope you learned a lot of wonderful information, and if you still have questions, feel free to contact me at davionb@csufresno.edu. Don't forget to take the quiz, y'all. You gotta get a perfect score on that quiz. If you need to watch the video over again, go back, watch the video over again. I look forward to working with you over these next 3 months, and I can't wait to see you in August. Welcome home to your new family, EOP and Fresno State. Have a great day.